Hi, everybody. Back from a vacation in Missouri to celebrate my mother's 90th birthday. She had a great time. She's doing fantastic. Good to be back. I hope you have missed these videos and that you're happy to see them back. So, two topics today. Number one, oh my goodness gracious, Hurricane Milton, which I'm sure you're aware of. I just checked the latest bulletin. It's now what, 2:30 in the afternoon on this Tuesday. The latest from the Hurricane Center at this moment. 165-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Remember, a Category 5 strength hurricane begins with sustained winds at 156. That's the strongest category. This monster is now up to 165. This is a view from the International Space Station, and you can see how massive the storm is sitting down over the sphere of the Earth. And if you measure this with a measuring tape, from one outer rain band across, you would come up with the diameter in excess of some 500 miles. Absolutely a monster storm. Look at the incredible vertical cumulus development of vertical lift right around the eye. That's the eye wall right there. Okay, we'll talk more about Milton in a moment. And the other local topic is Portland clouds and rain chance continuing. Now, this was just taken from the camera at a Domain Serene Winery in the Dundee Hills. And with thinning clouds, and at my home here in Vancouver, I can see some blue skies starting to pop out too. So we'll probably hit 70 today, but there's another weak system offshore. Early this morning, we had some light spotty showers, drizzle patches. We could see that again develop tonight. We could see that again develop tomorrow. So more on that cooler weather pattern coming up. And as we always do, we take a second. Oh, hold on, we take a second to thank my sponsor, the Momentous Wealth Podcast. Terrific financial resource for you. Listen on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. You get a library of different investing topics. The Momentous Wealth Podcast brought to you by local Momentous Wealth management firm. They're the people that manage my retirement funds, and they're licensed in Oregon and Washington. When you support them by listening to their podcast, you also support me. So thank you for doing that. Okay, let's start with the hurricane. And I'm going to show you some things that I grabbed from different sources. These are all on my Twitter, which my Twitter is Portland Weather at Rose City Weather, or X. I'm sorry. It's now X, right? Portland Weather at Rose City Weather. So here is the image I just showed you. And I want to play this one. Take a look at this. This is the P-3 Orion aircraft, the Hurricane Hunter aircraft flying through the hurricane. Just look at this. I got a chance to fly aboard one of these when they were doing research work out in the Pacific Ocean some years back. But these crews, they do basically 90, I think they do 90-degree cuts. So they fly through the storm and then they'll do a 90-degree cut and fly out. Then they'll fly into the center, do another 90-degree cut and fly out. And they make several passes through the eye wall. As these storms are this strong and they get closer and closer to land, they make multiple passes. But pardon me, clearly a bumpy ride. They drop radiosondes out of the aircraft that go down into the heart of the storm and give us real-time data coming back. You just saw one of the tubes right there, right? Oh boy, you can't see it. There are these elongated kind of plastic tubes, if you will, that they drop down right there. He's got one. No, that's something else. But anyway, it's pretty amazing stuff what they do. Of course, the imagery, here's the track. So the track is give or take going up toward Tampa, Florida. The Hurricane Center, if anything, has adjusted the track slightly south over the past 12 hours. And then it runs pretty close to Interstate 4, which goes up through Orlando and then up toward Daytona Beach. And again, if anything, the track is starting to adjust a little bit south, but definitely cutting through that central part of the Florida Peninsula. Landfall expected into the Tampa Bay area late tomorrow evening, maybe somewhere around 10 o'clock East Coast time, Wednesday evening into the midnight hour going into Thursday morning. So none of that has changed. Here's another terrific energy shot. Look at this. So that's the spiral, that's the eye wall, and just you can see the convection. I mean, you figure I meant to research this and see if I could find out. But strong thunderstorms in the Midwest in spring get tops up to 60,000 feet. I'm going to make the assumption this thing's at least up to 80, maybe even 90,000 feet. Maybe I'm just guessing, but look at even the convection in these outer rain bands just pop. Rapid vertical ascent, producing the incredible heavy rain bands, just courtesy of NOAA. And I'm sure on your social feeds, if you're interested, you have no trouble getting a hold of some of these terrific images. They really, really are something to behold. Let me get out of that. and go back to the track. So the latest in the Tampa area is that the Weather Service is predicting storm surge as high as 10 to 15 feet. The highest will be near landfall, near Tampa and to the south. And again, the storm surge means that if you're standing on the beach with your toes on the sand, wherever the tide normally comes in, they're saying it's going to be 15 feet higher. So in that exact spot, instead of your toes twinkling on the sand, you'd be buried in 15 feet of water. And then, of course, that all pushes, depending on the topography locally, pretty far inland, with absolutely the sea coming inland. And that's the widespread flooding that you simply cannot survive if you stay put. That's why people in the immediate impact areas of the track are asked to evacuate, because your chance of dying is absolutely significant if you stay in those areas. Now, the other issue, they're projecting 10, 15, even 18 inches in isolated spots of heavy rain, mainly in the Tampa area, but certainly there could be 8, 9, 10 inches of rain as far inland as getting up toward Orlando. And then here's another problem. And this is significant. So this storm could hit the Tampa area as a powerful Category 4 storm, with winds gusting, still to about 140 miles per hour at impact. And then it could be a Category 3, which is 111 to 130 mile per hour winds, as it cuts across all the way nearing Daytona Beach. So if that's the case, people in Central Florida, let's say Orlando, they could be looking at a period of 6 to 8 hours of consistent 60, 70, 80 mile per hour wind gusts. That's a heck of a windstorm. Trees coming down, power lines coming down, probably likely widespread power outages. In addition to, at least in the Tampa area, although they didn't get the direct hit from Helene, that went up farther north in this Big Bend area where Sarasota is, but they did get rain. So it's going to be something to see how bad the flooding is just from the rain coming, the storm surge, then the flooding from all the rain, and then a 6 to 8 hour windstorm of 60 to 80 mile per hour gust. It's going to be something else. So again, that absolutely catastrophic show, if you will, begins late tomorrow evening into the overnight into Thursday morning for Florida, with landfall expected. Wow. Okay. Here is the track map, and you can see the cone. Again, it's mainly focused on Tampa Bay and just to the south. And then the good thing is this will exit the Florida Peninsula Thursday morning and then just move out over open waters. It is not expected to turn back to the U.S. mainland. The forecast projections also keep the rain pretty much in Florida. So the areas that had devastating, catastrophic, deadly flooding, if you will, in Georgia up into the Carolinas, that area is not really expected to get any rain from this hurricane. So that is good news. You can see all the warnings that are up and down, of course, the Florida coast. By the way, the Hurricane Center, this is easy, National Hurricane Center. So it's nhc.noaa.gov. And that'll get you into the National Hurricane Center website. You can check out and follow information on your own. Okay, let's talk about our local weather. Rain offshore. There's another weak front out here, and radar is picking up some patches of light moisture inland right now. There's a front offshore, the surface front in blue. Here it is. See, the upper level trough is way back here. This upper level trough is not going to swing into our area until tomorrow afternoon. Weather models like us starting to clear out Wednesday afternoon, but that's not a given. It's possible that we continue to have anything from partly sunny at times to cloudy skies at times, with at least several occasions for some spotty light showers all the way through tomorrow. So maybe you get some rain at your place, maybe you don't. I don't think anybody gets much more than 0.01, 0.02 inches of total moisture. And all of this is going to help keep our temperatures pretty close to normal. Here's what the National Blended Model shows in terms of potential rain. It's not much. This is 5 p.m. today, showing some rain showers around the mouth of the Columbia in gray and green, and then up north, okay? And I'm just going to play this through the night into Wednesday morning. Doesn't show much. There's a shower working out toward Troutdale, maybe Sandy, up into the Cascades. Here's tomorrow afternoon. It shows the rain showers mainly to our north, but I think there's at least a chance of something over us. But the bigger story is here, there's just not much out there, right? Okay. And that rain chance will come to an end, if not Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. It'll totally end, I think, quickly. And then we have all dry weather Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we get back into some nice sun. And we'll talk about our 7-day when I show it to you in a moment. I do want to show you real quick. I know what I want to do. I think Hold on. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. I want to show you the rain bands down in Florida real quick. I meant to have that loaded, and I guess I didn't. So, but here we are. This is just going to show you um, the reflectivity coming in. So here we are this afternoon. Here's Wednesday morning. And notice tomorrow morning, it's already raining up and down the coast. The yellow and orange is the heavier rain. This is tomorrow during the day. The heavier rain bands, the outer bands are now hitting Tampa. So it's a rainy, windy day there starting tomorrow up and down the Florida Gulf Coast. Here is tomorrow at 5 at what would be about 8 p.m. in the evening. Here's the eye offshore, but absolutely horrific winds and rain already coming. And then if you play this, here's the eye. Here's Tampa Bay. Here's the eye wall, the northern eye wall right near Tampa Bay. And remember, the most devastating part of these hurricanes are the northeastern quadrant. So if this is the eye right here, the northeastern quadrant is right over here where you see the dark red. So again, that's getting along that I-4 corridor going up into Daytona Beach. And there is the storm going into Wednesday evening. Now the eye is inland, heavy rain up through northern Florida. But notice Georgia and the Carolinas pretty much spared. So that's good news. Okay. Locally, these are current temperatures. Let's check them out. 82 in Medford. What's the forecast down south? Here we go. 84 today. Yeah, they're 82 right now. A little cooler tomorrow. No rain chance. 80 on Thursday. 80 on Friday. 80 on, boy, what a nice weekend. 80s, sunny. Wow, that's nice. Okay. That's down in Medford. How about Bend? 80 this afternoon, really nice. Tomorrow's dry, some haze. And then cooler Thursday, 60. Remember, there's a weak system that came in today. There's another weak front tomorrow. So the cooler air definitely goes into Central Oregon tomorrow and more so on Thursday. And then it's a 70-something degree weekend over in Central Oregon. Okay, let's bounce it up to Seattle. We know they've had some showers today. We know they have a shower threat tomorrow. Thursday's all dry, 62 after a chilly start in the 40s. Nice weekend up there. Chance of showers coming back on Columbus Day. Okay, that's actually pretty similar to Portland's forecast, which I'll show you in a moment. Here's North Bend, 63 today, 59 tomorrow. There might be some light drizzle or mist at times. Chance of rain on Monday. I know it's not popular to call that Columbus Day for obvious reasons anymore, but that's the way a lot of the coding in these auto weather programs still work. Just so you know. All right, let's go to Salem, shall we? 73 today, chance of rain tomorrow, 69, all dry for the weekend. Monday, 75 degrees. Bet you Eugene's going to be about the same. Yeah, there's that Monday, chance of rain tomorrow, and then drying out. Okay. All right, Portland. So I think we will hit 70 today. 56 tonight. A lot of clouds tonight, so we'll be fairly warm. 56 the low. Tomorrow, 66. We continue to cool down with a second wave of cooler weather, shower chance. We may or may not start to clear out in the afternoon tomorrow. I think we have valley fog on Thursday. Maybe we could have some temps of like 38, 39 degrees in some of the colder spots Thursday morning. If we have temperatures that drop off that low, there's a big high that's going to sit over us with calm winds. We'll have valley fog if that's the case. And then developing sun during the day. Depends on how much fog we have, how much sun we get, whether we hit 70 or not. Friday, I don't think we get valley fog. We're another cool start, 72. The weekend just looks great. 70s both days. Sunday's warmer, 77. Showers developing on Monday in the afternoon with a front that comes in Monday night, and then likely showers on that following Tuesday as well. Nothing strong, but I think some manageable rainfall. Well, it's good to be back. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. You will get a notification when you subscribe of when I upload a new video. My weather site I own and operate is portlandweather.com, and I will talk to you soon.